He has disobeyed his king. His fate is in his own hands now.
I will end this.
Hey YouTubers, Hankster here, and welcome to the Thor movie review. Thor movie stars Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and Anthony Hopkins. I have to say right off the bat that this movie lived up to the hype and expectations that we've been seeing for the past year, and of course a good springboard into Captain America and of course next year's Avengers movie. And I do suggest you all see this in the 3D version. The 3D really makes everything stand out, especially the special effects, especially when it comes to Thor's homeworld of Asgard. It just makes it even more beautiful and striking. You just really got to see it. I mean, it makes the action better, but and it's not some cheesy, 3D effects. It really helped, and it really just proves why Thor was the #1 movie of the weekend. Now, of course, the plot of the movie, Thor decides to take on the Asgardians' longtime enemies, the Ice Giants, after the apparent raid by some of the Ice Giants into their citadel, and decides to confront the Ice Giants' king up front. But after a confrontation, Odin decides to banish his son to Midgard, otherwise known as Earth, to teach him a lesson in not being so selfish and pig-headed. Of course, then Thor is befriended by a young scientist played by Natalie Portman, along with her ditzy co-worker and older assistant. And, of course, Thor has to prove himself worthy to be, once again, the god of thunder and the bearer of the mighty hammer. Meanwhile, on Asgard, his brother Loki tries to assert his claim for the kingship of Asgard after Odin falls mysteriously ill. And everything gets kind of weird. I have to give you a spoiler here. There is a secret of Loki that kind of explains his madness. He's not just some maniacal pyro-hungry freak. He turns out to be more than just some guy just jealous because his brother gets more attention. There's some reasoning behind all this, but kind of leads on to what you maybe not feel sorry for Loki, but you kind of understand him more. Let's put it that way. Another spoiler, the secret agent guy, I forgot his actual name, but the same secret agent guy that we saw in Iron Man's 1 and 2 makes a return and kind of lengthy appearance in this movie, so you get to see him. Now, of course, also I want to answer a couple of questions here that maybe people want to know. Yes, Samuel L. Jackson does make a brief appearance as his character from Iron Man and, of course, next year's Avengers movie, and just a brief appearance and conversation scene. I'm not going to tell you where, but he is in the movie. Also, there is a brief mentioning of Tony Stark and a brief connection mentioning of Banner. If you pay attention, you'll catch those little mentionings of them. But neither the Hulk or Iron Man are seen at any extent in this movie. So just want to make you aware of that. But also another character from the Avengers that that made a brief appearance in this movie, even though you kind of think on it a bit, is of course Hawkeye. You'll just have to see there's a particular scene where there is a soldier using a bow and arrow rather than a gun, and it's a kind of a little bit of a lengthy scene, but you can tell automatically, hey, that's Hawkeye, even though he's not in costume or anything like that. He's not in his Hawkeye outfit, but you can kind of guess that's him. Of course, many other characters there from the Thor storyline is also mentioned in this movie. Of course, also predominant in this movie is Volstagg, Sif, Vandrel, and Hogun. The warriors that fight alongside Thor, and they, of course, assist him in his time of need on Earth. So, and they're pretty likable characters, by the way. I kind of like the roles, especially the big guy who likes to eat a lot. Kind of like him the best out of the three. And of course, I do like Sif. She's kind of a babe. I mean, this is a definite movie to see. Kind of gets you wondering what's going to happen next year with the Avengers. Of course, also gets you revved up for Captain America in July. I, of course, happened to catch the Captain America trailer just before this movie in the theater. And I definitely want to see that. So we're going to see a review of that around July. And but I gotta say, definitely go see Thor. Keep that running. Keep it going as the #1 movie till at least after the 20th, when Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides comes out. Speaking of which, I guessing my next review will either be on the 4th Pirates movie or Fast 5. I don't know which I'm going to see first. Maybe Fast 5. I don't know. But just keep an eye out on that. And just go out and see Thor. Let's keep it going as #1 for as long as possible, especially with all these dorky chick flicks out. And just stay tuned for more reviews here on the Multiverse.